Morning, folks. First things first, I had a question. Somebody wanted to know, what the hell is this behind me? That's a 20 liter, 5-gallon water cooler. Where I live, it gets bloody hot in the summer. Even in the winter, it's not that cool sometimes. And we need to keep hydrated. So that's a 20 liter / 5-gallon water cooler. I can literally turn around, take my cup, dispense some cool water. Life is good. Also running a 12,000 BTU AC in this room to keep nice and cool. So yeah, that's out the way. Now, today, Louis sent me a replay with his Richthofen. I'm going to warn you, he gets a Kraken because he's a dirty, dirty, dirty scoundrel CV main. But I'll let you enjoy the replay. Hope you enjoy this one. Take care, everybody. Cheers. Right, so as we said in the intro, we have Louis here in his Manfred von Richthofen. It's the map Mountain Range. Really not one of my favorite maps. It's kind of difficult to play, and I think that's why it makes it a good map. But map doesn't have to be amazing to be a good map. This is just I find it to be a difficult map to play. So it's a standard domination match. There's not the usual 3 cap points that you have sort of along the EF line, ABC. It's only the 2 major cap points, which alters the playstyle that needs to be adopted here quite a bit. Alright, so as I said, Louis is in his Manfred von Richthofen. Absolutely his favorite CV to play. I said to him he needs to start grinding steel so he can get the FDR. Because it's always good fun to see a Manfred von Richthofen player go up against a FDR. So, we see him take his rocket planes out. He's doing a bit of a speed boost there for the planes. And he's just trying to get some spots. Reason why he's not attacking yet is obviously he needs to first spot the entire enemy team as much as possible. See where they are, see where they're going. And this is just not for himself, but obviously for the rest of the team. If the team see there is 3 battleships, let's say down this 1-2 line, that's all going to the middle, the team can obviously adapt its strategies. So here on the left side is the Georgia. There's a Bismarck coming to the Georgia from the enemy team. And there's a Prince Eugen, Thunderer, and Alaska going here. So it's a tier 8 to 10 match. Alaska's got great AA. Prince Eugen's AA, not so much. 7 rockets. Well, 7 pens, 1 overpen. Can he get his rockets to strike on this Alaska? Nope. Alaska's got great AA. Folks, by the way, if you haven't read about it, everywhere Alaska is getting removed in 0.10.1. Grab the Alaska. Even if you have no other free XP ship, grind that free XP like a motherfucker and get the Alaska. She is well worth it. Also put it in comments if you'd like to see an Alaska replay. I've not played my Alaska very much the last few months. There's a couple of other ships that I've been grinding, a couple of other ships that I've been using in other objectives, but the Alaska is a phenomenally good cruiser. Out of all the free XP ships, she is the best one and the one that you should grab immediately. Right, so there's the Georgia coming, and he's got the Bismarck with him. Bismarck's AA isn't what I would call good. Georgia, of course, is an American battleship. Oof. And Louise just doesn't get that hit because the Georgia's also a speed boost and it is phenomenally agile. Georgia's a really, really great ship. If you ever have the call, she's one of the first ships that you should try and get. Now, I managed to get 2 bombs off before his squad got wiped out there. And he managed 1 citadel and a incapacitation. And you'll notice he's not pre-dropping here. Didn't ask Louise exactly why he didn't pre-drop during this match. I think he's probably going to be running low on planes a little bit later. Or the match was just of the type that he needed every offensive aircraft available. So as you can see on the left side of the map, down the 1-2 line, that Alaska is actually pushing quite strong. Obviously got a Thunderer and that Prince Eugen with it. Now, gets his torpedoes off. Alaska's going to eat only one, but he's flooding. And if the Alaska used his damage control and gets another flood or a fire, that's going to stick for a little while. Now, while we're discussing the Alaska, one of the great things I love about the Alaska is that you can absolutely make such big fuck-ups with the Alaska, survive and recover. She's an incredibly forgiving ship, and I think that's probably one of the things I enjoy the most about her. So we see Louise start setting his autopilot. Is notoriously shit at navigating, but it's open water. This Alaska seems to have a death wish, because he's just gone up against the Richelieu. And in what is there? Freddy de Groes. Can't make it out on the minimap. It's a whole bunch. Oof! 3 citadels on the Alaska. And he gets first blood. Dirty, dirty CV mains. See him try a sweeping right-handed attack on the Prince Eugen as the Prince Eugen violently turns and he just brackets the bombs. Super, super lucky. So with Alaska's push out the way, we can now see the ships spreading a little bit. There was a Richelieu, a Bismarck, a Freddy de Groes and an Edinburgh that were all pounding on that Alaska. So we see Louise has taken his CV to the left for the autopilot. He's got his rocket planes out again. ME-155Gs. And he is looking for the Prince Eugen, the Bismarck, and the Thunderer that was out there. And he spots the Prince Eugen. Does a speed boost with the aircraft. They go up to 228 knots. Eight rocket hits, 7 pens, 1 overpen, and a ricochet, and then he loses the entire squadron, or he sends them back. The replays unfortunately doesn't quite show you exactly what it's doing. So what he's done is he's also put his fighters in that vicinity to keep everything spotted for his team. He's sort of advising, hey guys, you know, you need to start doing something here. You're all clustered up. Speed boosts the bombers again. 230 knots. He's a Goliath. Oh, excuse me. Wouldn't be a voiceover by fail if I wasn't coughing. Oh, 1 overpen. Not a lucky drop there. Not a lucky drop at all. Swings the flight around. Comes for the stern of the Georgia. Tries to avoid the AA. And both those bombs bracket either side of the Georgia. See guys, CVs don't have it that easy. It actually takes some skill to play a CV. Even though everybody hates them. It is an accepted part of this game that we have to live with. We just have to make peace with it. And we can enjoy good players like Louise playing his Richthofen. So he's got his torpedo bombers. And uses another speed boost, gets him up to 230 knots. And sort of scanning around to see which target is the best one to select. Finds the poor Prince Eugen again. Prince Eugen is also in the Georgia's AA bubble though. Oof. 3 hits and knocks an engine out. Or a steering. I think there was a steering. There's no smoke blooming from the stacks. He's only got 4,000 hit points left. Drops the torps. And it has another torpedo hit on the Prince Eugen, but I don't think it was enough. So literally that Prince Eugen must now be surviving on next to absolutely nothing. Titan _ Uranus from the Pede clan and his Goliath kills the friendly Bismarck. And I've seen that player name around, played against him, Pede 2. And they're a good clan. They've got some good players. So I think Luis came through the middle here to do some spotting for the team, because everybody seems to be now converging onto the left side of the map. Finds himself a Hindenburg. Double citadels himself a Hindenburg. Friendly Cheshire kills a Mogami. That's something you don't see every day. Cheshire actually killing something. And that Hindenburg at the back there, I need intelligence data. What? There's no DDs in this game. What is stalking you? Stop being... Ah, good heavens. He's right at the back there. No, dude, if you were with the rest of the bloody team, you wouldn't need AA support. So, yeah. Alright, that Georgia kills a friendly Freddy de Croza. There's a Jean Bart. And Luis comes in. Oof, that's going to be a wide drop on the Jean Bart. Not sure any others are going to hit. Ah, he actually gets a hit on the bow. Causes a flood. This time he waits until the reticle closes nicely. Throws 3 more torps and he goes. You can see he's starting to run low on planes because it wasn't pre-dropping earlier. Scored 3 more torpedo hits on that Jean Bart. And his planes are now having to regenerate. You see he's got 1 torpedo bomber on deck, 1 AP bomber, and this bit more than half a squad of AP bombers. Now he's found himself a Lenin, and Lenin is one of the ships that I've always wanted. Don't think it's for sale anymore, so one can hope for some Christmas containers, but it is like a Nelson from the Russian Navy. Oof, 2 pens including a citadel. Friendly Georgia has wiped out the enemy Jean Bart. Luis's team is up 3 kills to 2. He's up at 102,000 damage. 13 minutes into this match. Ooh. Petro takes out the friendly Zhao, and a 3 each. Now, sort of with the right side of the map collapsing and everybody moving to the left, it's up to Luis to try and soften what is hiding behind the islands here, hoping to get a couple of repairs off. And there's an enemy midway at the other CV. By the way, Andy, this stupid stunt. This week you need to give us a midway game. You know this. If you're watching this video, we want a midway game this week. Ooh, 3 torpedo hits, flooding and an incapacitation. By the way, people, if you want to watch a wholesome streamer during your sort of daytime GMT +1, I suggest going looking up Andy the Cupid Stunt on Twitch. He streams during the normal working hours, which suits me perfectly fine because I keep it on in the background while actually working on the laptop. Andy's a really, really good bloke, good streamer, and just a very nice person in general. Go and support him. I will put his Twitch link down in the description for you. Titan Uranus and his Goliath kills the friendly Azuma, and Louise's team is starting to run behind in points here. He's coming in for another torpedo run on the... no, it's a rocket run. My apologies, my apologies. Oof. 5 penetrations, 3 citadels. So he's focusing the enemy midway quite heavily. Unfortunately, he is out of speed boosts and everything now. And he is sort of picking up 2/3. No, this is more a 3/4 strength squadron at the moment. Again, because he didn't pre-drop early. His team is 1 kill behind, so something needs to change here now.
All stations, concentrate fire on the
He spots himself that the Lenin and the Hindenburg is forming a bit of an AA bubble there. By the way, if anybody wants to gift me a Lenin, I'd gladly accept it. I know a lot of people don't like it. So he avoids... no, I thought he was avoiding the Lenin, but he was just doing a late bomb down. Oof. Double citadel on the Lenin. The friendly Georgia kills off the enemy midway, and therefore clears the skies for his team, after Louis softened that midway up quite heavily. So suddenly his team's now a kill ahead and 100 points ahead again. You can see his bombers returning to the ship there. Didn't want to waste the rest of them going after the Hindenburg. There are bigger fish to fry. And that Prince Eugen that he was focusing on earlier has had a charmed life, surviving on literally 5,000 hit points. Closes the reticle nicely. Sends his torpedo bombers back. Oof, 2 torpedo hits, another incapacitation, and he kills the Prince Eugen, finally. Jeez Louise, we've been waiting for you for like the last 16 minutes to kill that Prince Eugen. You left him alive way too long. Alright, so Louise's team is finally starting to turn the tide here. He's on 141,000 hit points. Well, 141,000 damage of enemy hit points. 3 kills. He's got 15 torpedo hits, 12 citadels already. Let's see what else he can do. Oh, I can see he's going to try and steal this one.
enemy cruiser destroyed.
3 rockets, and he kills Titan Uranus from Goliath. With Titan Uranus from P2 in his Goliath. And suddenly he's got a very, very brave Georgia moving up here. Oh, that Georgia had 1,000 hit points left and he manages to kill him for his Kraken Unleashed. You know what? Some people might say that wasn't a true Kraken. I don't care if you don't seize the opportunities that are presented to you. You know, it's one of those things that Georgia was coming for him. It was low health and he seized an opportunity. Congratulations on your Kraken. And somebody in the chat is saying, lol, Richthofen is killing everything. He's like, I'm sorry, first Kraken in here. And the other guy says, don't be sorry. Somebody else says, not soon enough. And he says, no, focused on spotting at the start. And the other person says, I'm just happy we're winning. And a lot of the times that's it. People actually, if you're playing with a good CV player, they don't mind it because it helps you win. And like I said in the intro, and like I said multiple times, and I'll say it when I feature CV games, CVs are an integral part of this game. AA needs a bit of a buff. Some things need a rework, but
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
we're not going to change this game style, and we need to just adapt to the fact that CVs are here to stay. The only time I intensely dislike CVs is when I'm playing a DD and I'm trying to actually grind some of the lines, and they are just kicking my ass. So you see he goes for the bombs. Ooh, Citadel into a Petropavlovsk, and he gets his 6th kill of the match. His team is 730. It's only 26. Unfortunately, only 26 seconds left in this match. Time is running out. You start hearing the tick, 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 tick countdown. And unfortunately, this match is over. Now, if we look at the aftermatch stats, we see 163,900 damage, 15 torp hits, 6 kills, 3 floods, 15 citadels. And he had first blood and his first Kraken in the Manfred von Richthofen. If we look at the damage screen, this is the interesting part that we need to look at. Is damage upon your spotting. He did 181,000 spotting damage as well. Louise, thanks for sending this in. Congratulations on your first Kraken in your Manfred von Richthofen. Hope everybody else has a fantastic week. Stay safe. Take care out there. Cheers.